Greetings, art lovers. Vincent Van Gogh here with another morbid masterpiece sure to paint you into that's still alive. Thank goodness you're on time. I have been eagerly awaiting your arrival. For after much scrounging around in the deepest recesses of the vault, I discovered an ancient and crumbling volume which contained a classic tale. Tonight's tale concerns a painter who's tired of people giving his work the brush. I call this pestilent portrait of the artist as young as Mangler. Easel kill ya. The miserable wretch wandered aimlessly through silent, foggy streets. Hissing raindrops pelted his uncovered herd, ran down his face, mingling with tears. Towering street lamps formed a shadow into grotesque shapes of solemn buildings, painlessly elongated, and to explore along the wet, shimmering pavement into the darkness. Rainwater gurgled angrily in the gutter, reached out, caught and carried everything it could with it into the sewer depths. His footsteps carried him out on the bridge. He gripped the rail with trembling whitened knuckles, stared unseeing into the blackness at the water he knew was somewhere below, and listened to the vicious whisperings of the rain. Stood there for long minutes, thinking a million thoughts, seeing a million visions, recalling a million memories.
I'm only 29. Suicide, is that really the answer? Why have they driven me to this?
A sparkling bubble of female laughter in the peasant taxi gone in an instant. He whirled at the sound.
Go ahead, laugh at me. Everyone laughs at me. Why can't someone understand how I feel?
He stumbled into the roadway on watery legs.
I am an artist. I paint pictures. Why do you all hate me? Why can't you give me a chance? Why? Why?
He crumpled to his knees in the middle of the road, fist raised shakily in defiance.
I hate you. I want you to suffer as I have. I want you to feel the pain I felt. I want you to know the hunger, the loneliness.
He was only dimly aware of the motor's roar behind him. Only half heard the complaining squeal of tires skidding on slippery pavement. But he clearly saw the car bullet past him spin over the He saw the body thrown in the air, heard it strike the ground, memorized the sound. He listened to the cacophony of grinding metal and shattering glass, felt the jarring impact as the auto slammed against the concrete barrier. The woman tumbled from the accoutrement machine, platinum hair now tinted red, flesh once powder white, now wine-colored. Delicate jeweled fingers clutched her face, changed colors with the streaming blood that stained her clothes. Dripped to the ground and fused, dissolved with a frolicking gutter water. She teetered drunkenly and fell. He ran, laughing from his seat. It was good to know that others could feel pain, could suffer and die. It filled him with a deep satisfaction. He was overjoyed, elated in spirit. Babbling to himself, he climbed the rickety stairs to his room, where he painted furiously entrance throughout the remainder of the night. The cold, bleak light of morning found the artist sitting dumbly on his cot, staring with reddened eyes at the finished painting.
It's good. The best I've ever done. But the subject is so despicable. I know of only one person who would even look at such a picture and like it.
Sometime later, the artist spoke excitedly with a small, lecherous old man who ravaged the painting.
Man, you like it?
It's magnificent, yeah. Profoundly filthy, yet magnificent.
You buy it?
I give you $100 for it.
$100 is a lot of money to a pauper, but with a rent to pay, clothes and paints to buy, and an empty belly to be filled, it doesn't last long.
Money's always gone. Guess I'd better knock off another sadistic painting for the old man.
Brushes in hand, he stood before the easel, straining for an idea. The greater part of the day went by, and still his canvas was blank.
It's no use. I thought I'd be able to turn out another picture with ease, but I can't. I've been fooling myself. Hey, turn the fucking music down! One old man likes my work. One old man with a deceased mind liked the sinful, wicked picture inspired by the blood and pain I saw in that auto accident, and the rest of the world shuns me. But wait. They'd feel differently if I were a success. If I had money, they wouldn't turn from me. They'd look up to me, smile at me. They want to talk to me, not run from my side. And they'd gather round me and thrill just to touch my hand. They'd growl at my feet and plead with me to cast them a glance, a word. All this if I had money. I said, turn the fucking music down. Finally, all I need is money. Turn it down, I said, you son of a bitch.
Well, fuck you! This is art, the only one produced in this motherfucking house! Ah!
Beautiful. This is beautiful. Beautiful.
The whole night he was working on this new painting in an artistic trance. Morning, exhaustion. The finished painting, the old man cackling and giving him money, delirium. Night, the fog-shrouded bridge, confused, hateful emotions and the impatience of waiting. The decision to wait no longer for an accident. The sheer thrill of viciously beating a passenger. His room, the stray cut, feeling again the warm blood, hearing again terrified cries, reliving the entire experience, but painting nothing, no caring to paint, just reveling in the glorious satisfaction. Morning again, a blank canvas and a realization.
Oh God, I must be insane. Is my mind so twisted that I cause blood to flow merely for the thrill I derive from its sight? I'm so envious of the world that I rejoice in their suffering. When I spirit a painting, there was a purpose. But now my depravity has reached its lowest deeps. I've got to stop this madness.
For days he remained in his shabby room, trying to stifle the urge to hurt someone, trying to forget the satisfaction he received from punishing the world as the world had so often punished him. He paced the small floor, animal-like, smoked endless chains of cigarettes, drank himself into a stupor, and still he felt the need for release. Still he heard the old man's pleas for more pictures, felt the old man's money, dreamed of the things he could buy.
I can't do it on my own. I need to get help.
So he went to a self-help group.
I think I would have enjoyed killing her.
But you didn't. You faced your demon. You stared it down, man. And you shared that victory with us. I know we all appreciate that, Michael. Remember, we are not alone. We are
Forgiven.
And that allows us to face
Another day.
Good people, that's all for today. I will see you next day. Goodbye.
When he was about to go home, an attractive woman from the support group approached him.
You're incredible hard on yourself, you know?
Yeah, I know. I am suffering a lot, right?
You don't believe that, do you?
I have been completely broke for a year now.
Well, what you need is some inspiration. How about paint my portrait?
Then come by tomorrow and I will start on it.
These nights not visions of gore, but those of that gorgeous woman haunted with sleep. There was a knock on the door. He opened it and there she was, smiling and beautiful, filling in every corner of his barren room with her warm brilliance. It stared at him.
Hello.
That night he slept the sleep of the innocent and dreamed the dreams of the peaceful. In the days that followed, he realized she liked his company and wanted to be with him. He painted her often. He painted other things also. Pleasant, soothing pictures. But though he laughed quite easily now, it dwelt within him the guilt and shame on his past. He longed to tell her of these things, to cleanse himself as she was clean. So he confessed the horrible emotions, the vile deeds that once consumed his soul, blackened his heart, and caused him to despise the goodness in life. She listened.
I was so confused. I started out loving life, but with each failure I became embittered. I felt the world was still deliberately trying to frustrate and wound me, so I fought back. It isn't easy to think clearly when you're so all alone. When you're down and out and everyone seems against you. It's only natural to fight back, even if your methods are perverted. But your mind has become so mixed up that any way out seems alright. Perhaps it's merely that because a man has so many emotions inside him, anything that ignites them would cause him to explode. The more emotions there are inside and the longer they have been confined, the greater the explosion. And if they can't find escape in the right direction, they're bound to backfire. Jealousy, for instance, and love are very close to another. Only a fine line separates them. Jealousy is a form of hate, but actually it's only love inverted. I guess that's been my problem. I had so much love within me that when the world shunned me and refused to accept it, I turned the love inside out and it became hate. I realize these things now, but only because you came to give me the release is so sorely needed. I'm like a rubber band that's been stretched almost to the breaking point and at last finds the release that allows it to snap back to normal. I need you. Not just love you and want you. I need you, urgently. Without you, I know I'll just revert to my former self and be lost forever. With you, I know I'll find the strength I so desperately need, as I have found happiness by being with you.
There was a silence, then tenderly she cupped his face in her hands and said the words that all his life it seemed he had been waiting to hear.
I love you. I want to be your wife.
My girl kissing. All upon the photos he had taken of a guy with a crushed skull. Beside him was a paintbrush and a glass with a reddish-brown substance in it. With terror in her eyes, she walked over and first smelled it, then tasted the substance.
It's blood. Is that what you meant?
Sharon, let me explain. Sharon, I'm not that person anymore. Sharon, I need you now. Sharon. Sharon, wait. Sharon! Sharon!
They brought her in last night, hit-and-run victim. She came out of her coma long enough to give us your name and address, but I'm afraid there's very little hope. Her condition is extremely serious.
How serious? How serious? Can something be done? Anything?
Only a delicate and dangerous brain operation can save her. There is but one surgeon skillful enough to do it, and he wants 3,000 for the job. Obviously, you can't.
$3,000. Might as well be $1 million, but he couldn't get it. There was one way to get it, a painting for the old man. The artist went instinctively to the bridge. A long waiting and then the clicking of heels, figuring his body itself from the mist and rain, fusing into solidity. The struggle, the hacking and blowing and snapping of the neck, the thrilling gloating, decising, real satisfaction. His role, the hectic wielding of brushes and canvas, lasting till late the next afternoon. The old man's refusal, the quarrel and the fight, the taking of the money by force. Long dash back to the hospital through darkening streets, bubbling with a happy knowledge that at last he had defeated the world. They finally attempt to ruin him, had failed, for didn't he have the money?